So, first things first, basically, the reason why we have a reason why WWE has included SmackDown talent in a in a tournament for the Raw exclusive World Heavyweight Championship, and the reason basically being is timing. And by that I mean WWE has to compete with the NBA. WWE has to compete with the NBA as the NBA postseason is currently going through, especially is. I mean, I don't know how intense things are going. I know some of the series were intense last year. I mean, last last round. I don't know why it was so hard for me to remember the word, but last round. But the fact of the matter is, it is still where some people within WWE, I mean, within the WWE fan base, do jump between WWE and the NBA postseason. We saw it with the NHL postseason and the reshuffling of Rampage, and I believe also the NBA postseason has forced the reshuffling of Rampage on TNT, or TBS rather. Oh no, TNT, yeah, TNT. But basically, WWE has to compete with it because they don't have to worry about being on the same network. And, the fact of the matter is, that's the reason why WWE decided to put SmackDown talent in the World Heavyweight title tournament. And that's also the reason why they decided to do the title tournament when they decided to do it. It's because they wanted to give people a reason to watch the programming. And based on the ratings that we saw for Raw this past week, and the fact that the ratings did not see a big decrease, the fact of the matter is that idea has worked, and it has done wonders for WWE as far as that's concerned, because Raw was helped by the tournament, and I'm sure SmackDown will be as well. Because it's giving fans big time matches that they don't normally see on not only just weekly programming but in general. It's giving them matches that they don't normally see, but the fact of the matter is, even if you want to do that, it still doesn't. I mean, it adds up, but you didn't need to have. You didn't need to have SmackDown talent on in the World Title Tournament. You still didn't need to have SmackDown talent in the World Title Tournament. And hell, if you wanted to increase it, you could have had the draft this week instead of last week, and then had the finale for the draft the week after, like when the stuff was done with the draft, the week after Night of Champions and Battleground instead of when they had it. Basically, slide the draft back a week, and have the rosters take shape after Night of Champions. After Night of Champions instead of when they did. Because yes, I do still disagree with the fact that SmackDown talent should have been in the World Title Tournament. It was a timing issue. It was a semantics issue, whatever you want to call it, and a continuity issue, which is something that WWE has always had a problem with, as they don't see continuity as a big deal, but a lot of their fans, which I'm one of them clearly, that has a problem with their lack of continuity. But either way, it does make sense. I just don't agree with it. Simple as that. Simple as that. It makes sense. I just don't agree with it. And now I just want to break this down now, and that is one thing that you may have noticed is that the last 2 days the news videos have been later than normal. One video usually was early, one video was late, now both videos are late. It's because I've been thinking about whether or not I want to keep doing the news videos. And it's not that I don't want to keep doing the news videos, it's that I don't know if I want to keep doing the news videos daily. You know what I mean? It's that I don't know if I want to keep doing the news videos daily. And if I don't want to do the news videos daily, then it's basically, well, when do you want to do them? Well, the perfect example of it is this, that I had maybe two or three ideas of what to what to talk about in this video. And that if maybe I could have gone through gone through a couple of days of, okay, take this video, take this, take this, take that, take this, and then take that, and have those be what I include in the news. Like, basically, instead of doing news daily, do every other day and have more big stories, more big stories to add to the post or to add to the videos. Because the one thing that I normally see is that there's a lot of news videos where there's not a lot to talk about in the videos, and it makes one video bigger than the other, and one video more important, one video less important, one video where there's a big news story to talk about, one video there's not. And instead of doing one news video and not doing the other one, I would space out the news videos a little more to where there's big stories in one and big stories in the other. You know what I mean? And then the smaller stories are the meat and potatoes of the other one. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know what I want to do as far as that's concerned, but what I'm saying is the schedule or the expectation of the uploading schedule will likely be changing over the next couple of weeks. If I do choose to get rid of the news videos, I may instead do matches on a daily basis, and go that route instead, but we'll see what happens. Either way, I will let you guys know what's going to happen and probably update you, if not today, then tomorrow. But the one thing I will say is that if we do go that route, then the previews for Rampage, or, the previews for Rampages, the previews for pay-per-views, yada, 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 will still happen. Don't you worry about that. And if anything, maybe if I don't do matches daily, I will do previews for Raw, NXT, Dynamite, SmackDown, Rampage, so on and so forth, and go that route instead. But we'll see what happens once again. Also, I just want to say before I go, the first two women advanced in the tournament to crown the new women's champion. As the new women's champion will be crowned at Battleground with Lyra Valkyria and Lyra Valkyria and who was on the right side? Tiffany Stratton. Lyra Valkyria and Tiffany Stratton advanced in the tournament, and that leaves Roxanne Perez versus Jacy Jayne and Cora Jade versus whoever she's versing in their match the following week or next week, and then the semifinals will probably take place the week before, and then the finals will take place at NXT Battleground to crown the new women's champion. And the one thing, again, as I said, the one thing that I expect from this tournament is that WWE goes the route of crowning someone new as the women's champion and not someone like Roxanne Perez, who's already been at the top of the mountain. Either way, though, that is it for me, and I will see you in the next news video.